Good morning everybody, today we're taking a look at the game between Na'Vi and Power Rangers for the XMG Captain's Draft Tournament hosted by Dota Cinema. And I don't think there's anything else to be said about this. This game was played on the 25th of November, so 3 days or 4 days? I'm not sure when I'm uploading this, but 2 days ago when I'm recording, so I guess there's a bit of a delay going on there. Time travel. Anyway. Let's take a look at the heroes, shall we? So we got a Chen, Phantom Assassin, Magnus, Wraith King, and a Centaur for Na'Vi. And then for Power Rangers, we got Beastmaster, Earthshaker, Weaver, Shadow Demon. There's a lot of shadows in this game. Shadow Demon, and an Invoker. Lanes are pretty conventional, I would say. It's odd, I think, that the dire side is looking to challenge the tri-lane of Na'Vi, because with the Chen in the jungle, that's always really difficult, since he kind of counts as two heroes. Like the big minions are just so tough to go up against. If Na'Vi wants to fight this, I think they can, but it really comes down to like what both teams decide to go with. It's not really that set yet, and it actually appears that Chen might be going into an offensive jungle instead. So nah, we're gonna see how this plays out. Now, the cool thing about Phantom Assassin is actually this is a carry that even when she gets shot down, she can still get a lot of money. Simply because she got that spammable dagger. So you just throw that out and get your last hits that way. And honestly, with a 6-second cooldown, you can usually get like 3 or 4 last hits every wave. You're gonna do just fine. That's actually one of her biggest strengths. So yeah, it's looking like an offensive Chen. He's gonna be going into the jungle right here. That's interesting. So they do not actually look to contest this lane whatsoever. They're just gonna have the Phantom Assassin, you know, spam the dagger, I guess. Do exactly what I just described. That's interesting. Now, I think it's actually fine, because especially once she gets a few levels into the blur, I don't think that Power Rangers can actually kill her. Oh, actually, bit of an engagement with Beastmaster taking a bunch of damage. Chen also incoming. Wraith King, he's got the boots, Beastmaster doesn't, so he's gonna go down right here. That's actually a pretty big deal, because Wraith King is always one of those heroes. If he gets great farm, he can just casually transition into a carry, which is pretty damn neat, right? You pick him as a support, and then you realize, oh shit, this guy got a lot of money. Well, fuck it. Might as well, right? Just give him a bunch more money while we're at it, and all of a sudden you've got your second, third, or whatever, how many carries you want to have, already have carries. I don't know where that sentence was going. I kind of lost track of it somewhere in the middle. Oh man. But yeah, so it's always a little worrying, I think, to see a Wraith King get the first blood and do well. But currently we do have the Phantom Assassin getting initiated up on. Nothing too crazy though, as I already mentioned. Yeah, with the blur, it's just so difficult. You gotta think about it that way, right? Blur takes away 20% physical damage. That's how it works. That's how the math plays out. And actually, Shadow Demon gonna get taken down right here. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, right? If Chen actually wants to fight this bottom lane, and if he stays down here, this lane is not gonna go well for Power Rangers. It's just not. Chen is so powerful. This hero deals a ton of damage. Not even just with the creeps, right? That's already silly. That you get a creep to hit the enemy with. That is very powerful. But the Test of Faith on top of that, which is a pure damage nuke, yeah, it's a little bit random, but you know, even at the lowest levels of it, right? Okay, so at level 4, this can deal between 200 and 400 damage, right? Let's say the base number for most damage heavy nukes in the game is 300, right? That's what they deal. It's about 300 damage. Magic, of course. Now, if we reduce that by the base magic resistance, we get 225 damage. So, to not surpass that tiny amount of, like, actually not that tiny amount, but to not surpass 225 with Test of Faith, you gotta get really unlucky. Like, really unlucky. So it's actually a very powerful ability. It deals a ton of damage. Very much so. Actually, Weaver. Oh man. You see that? You see that? Just 2 attacks. A clap. And Weaver half HP. Needs to get out already. And it seems they've just given up on this lane. And just saying, okay, you know what? We're gonna focus our attention on the top lane. We already managed to get 1 kill on Phonic. That's okay. Right? We're gonna make this Invoker become big. I'm gonna make him scary. And this bottom lane is just not gonna go that fast. Viva actually trapped right now. He's dusted up. No, dust is gonna wear off. And he might be fine. I'm not sure. He's still running. He's hiding up here. He should be fine. He should be fine. Okay. Great. I don't know if he's gonna come back into this though. He shouldn't. He most certainly should not. You can see the green. He does not want to give up on his farm. Not at all. Huh. I guess that's fine. You know, you still got some regen, but it is definitely risky. They have already shown you that these guys, of course they're gonna buy dust. Of course. And oh, this is nasty as all hell. Now this creep is a silly creep. Because it has this ability right here, Chain Lightning, which deals 140 damage. Look at the cast range. Look at the cast range. 4-second cooldown, bounces between people. It is a very powerful ability, because you can just send that creep in here and just rabid spam it all over the place. And yeah, Chen, in the meantime, won't really be able to farm, but whatever. He's keeping the enemy team away just fine. That's really like the most important thing right now. Dende going on to the Beastmaster. RP getting used. Fisher gonna block out Vansker. He won't be able to get any hits in, but the stun still comes out. Actually, the dog. Oh, they're looking to turn a Sunstrike. Not going to connect. Actually, did it connect with the Wraith King? I don't know, but nonetheless, it seems like there's gonna be no kills happening here. Meantime, Phantom Assassin committing to the Shadow Demon. She already got a poison stack on her. The bug is also hitting, but she should be fine. Actually, holy shit, no, she's dead. Oh my god. Yeah, welcome to Soul Catcher. That is an incredible ability, and there goes the Phantom Assassin. I was greedy, very, very greedy by Hobbst, or however the hell do you want to call him. God, just get yourself a proper name, not Xbox and not Forge. Just look, if you want to be called Havost, and just call yourself fucking Havost. Like, it's really not that difficult. God, I hate that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't get upset by something like that, but I do. Oh man. I wonder what Invoker is going for. Is he gonna grab himself a Hand of Midas? He's actually not doing that well. He really isn't. Like, as you can tell, the Centaur definitely surpassing him in farm. And even though the Centaur died once, yeah, whatever. I think he's still farming better. Yeah, he is. You see that? More GPM, net worth, yep. Pretty close. Not, you know, he's slightly behind on that, but it's pretty close. And God, Havos went down again. Wait, I want to see that one. Please. Excuse that. Oh, just a Sunstrike. The PS, okay, here we go. He's sitting. I love this. This is the beauty of replays. Roar. Yeah, okay, this wasn't particularly interesting anyway. That is just the most standard of standard kills. No, seriously, like my team could do that one, so nah, it's okay. That's just fine. So I managed to pick him up just like that, and hey. So it appears that right now this game is just pretty much in a farming state where both teams are okay with just getting their money going. I wonder what Invoker's going for. You would think that unless he was going for some big item right away, he would invest his money into something, because he's not actually doing that well in this lane. He's really not. Oh, gonna get initiated upon right now. Oh, nice Sunstrike. It's gonna deal a lot of damage to the Centaur. He still hasn't gotten off his stomp, but well, now he did. And he's gonna go down right here. Yeah, with the Soul Catcher and everything. Just a few hits are gonna do it. Invoker picks up that kill. I don't know, maybe he's still looking for a Hand of Midas. Hand of Midas is really good on Invoker, because this hero needs the levels more than anyone else in the game, right? Invoker is the #1 hero in needs of levels. In need of levels. There we go. You know, like, he's so reliant on that. And Hand of Midas is a very surefire way to go about it. And I think he's actually gonna do it. Yeah, it seems like it. Picked himself up a Glows of Haste. You can see he's getting very impatient with the last hits. He's just, you know, attacking the creeps before they are in last hit range to get it as quickly as possible. And he's picked up his Hand of Midas. So that's gonna be pretty neat. That's gonna be pretty neat. That will of course allow him to deal a little bit more damage, but most importantly, get a bunch of levels going. And the nice thing about it is he's not actually in the mid, right? He's in this safe lane, so big creep camp right there. Right there, he can just quickly go into the jungle, get himself that big experience boost, and doesn't even need to worry about, you know, wasting a lot of time, you know, that you could be farming in a lane. Meantime, Phantom Assassin taking a bit of damage. I think she should be okay right now. Actually grabbed himself a bottle. That's very interesting. Huh. I guess he felt the need for some more regen. But I gotta admit, I don't like that. I think that's a very suboptimal pickup. But I do think the bottle is very powerful. You're not gonna be going for runes. Because you want to farm, right? And I guess you could slap the bottle onto one of your supports for the time being. You know, just give it to the Wraith King after you rank all of it, and then he goes fill it up for you. I suppose that's fine, if that's what you plan on doing. I still think that's a pretty big investment for an item that you aren't really going to be making that much use of. Meantime, Funnick gonna try to get away. I think he should be fine. His tranquils are ticking. Once those set in, he's most certainly going to be okay. And actually, I like it. War coming in. Centaur will get picked off in the end. Well, of course, with the war, there's no way he was going to get away. But in case you didn't notice what Ditya Ra? What's that kind of name? I don't know. In case you didn't notice what the Invoker did right there, he stood up on this cliff and was like, no, your tranquils are not going to, you know, refresh, so I'm gonna hit you, even if that means I am basically out of the chase, right? That's what the Invoker committed right there. He said, okay, it's fine, I'm gonna cancel your tranquils. That's more important to me, because I'm not gonna be able to do anything anyway. Invoker's actually a very slow hero. So, you know, he committed to that and said, I'm gonna hit you once. That's basically my role done. But your tranquils are not gonna refresh. And I like that play. But in the end, it didn't matter because of course, war was incoming. And in that case, yeah. Yeah. You're gonna go down. Raw is just really, really good at ganking things. I mean, that ability, it just deals a good amount of damage. The stun, 4 seconds at maximum, 3 seconds even just at level 1. It's a silly ability, it is. Is he gonna stack this up once more? I feel like he should. Oh no. That's lazy, man. Actually? Oh, maybe he did. Okay. Okay, you good, you good, you good. Yep, that was well done. So, he's gonna get himself a bunch of money from this. This is really the mark of a good team. Stacking camps. You know, doesn't cost you that much, and basically any hero can kill this, right? The thing is that most heroes got some sort of AoE ability. And as long as you got an AoE, and you got a bunch of time, and you're willing to commit all of your mana, then you can take it down, that's no problem, right? Shadow Demon can't do that. He can just run in, poison up the stacks, take him down. That's a lot of money for him as well. So, honestly, like, if you're... Just a general tip, right? But if it's like 11:50 and you're walking past the camp, just stack it really quick. It just takes one attack, you know, it's barely gonna cost you any time. And I'm sure somebody's gonna appreciate it. It's gonna come in handy for someone. And you see this? He wasn't quite sure if he could kill it in time, so he just walked away, stacked it up, and took it. And I was gonna take the farm later. So that's really nice. That's honestly like one of the big reasons why you see these professional teams just have a lot more money than your average players. Actually, Hand of Midas coming out on the Viva as well. Oh, a bunch of late Hand of Midases this game. Invoker, of course, he's got his. Got a lot of money saved up too. So that's gonna be pretty powerful. I wonder what he's going for right now. Phantom Assassin. Do we have a Sunstrike? No, we do not have a Sunstrike actually. Oh my god, the 2 crits in a row. And then Invoker goes down. Phantom Assassin still chasing. They do not have any sort of stun though. So unless they get a big crit, which didn't happen, he's gonna be fine. Well. Yeah, before the Sunstrike they're not gonna get that kill. I don't know why they went for that. I was a little greedy. Oh my god, Weaver! Ooh, questionable decisions have been made. He's actually gonna try to get away from this, but he doesn't want to reveal himself at all. Like, you could clearly tell he was afraid he was gonna run into Denny. Because if he did, then You know, like a lucky skewer. Maybe just a random shockwave. And boom, down you go. Right? Oh, want to avoid that, of course. Almost taking the deny on that tower. Oh, the roar. Yep. Phantom Assassin, she's gonna get sunstriked up too. That's a quick and easy kill. The dog is gonna slow down Phonic, but that's still gonna spell the end of it. Yeah, it's a pretty good kill, but she's actually not, you know... Well, I guess she's the third highest net worth. How did she manage to pull that off? God, I told you that Phantom Assassin is a hero that can really get a lot of money even if you shut her down. And that's exactly what's going on here. Now, she's not really that far ahead of, like, the Weaver and the Beastmaster, right? There's barely any difference there, but she's still ahead. So, it's pretty interesting to see, and I wonder what she's going for right now. Well, it's gonna be a BKB, I think. That's pretty obvious. So, we're not gonna see any sort of Battle Fury this game. I think that's actually a fine choice. She does have decent farm, but it's not incredible, right? It's not amazing or anything. So just saying, okay, you know what, we're just gonna go for the fighting build. Which of course is like one of the two playstyles Phantom Assassin has. So you either go for the farming build with the Battle Fury, or you just say, fuck it, we're not gonna farm. I'm just gonna get like boots and BKB and lifesteal and basher. And, you know, all of these cheap items that give you a little bit of damage. But if you got a lot of cheap items that give you a little bit of damage, then you've got a bunch of items that give you a little bit of damage, right? Like, I know, it sounds so silly, but it adds up. It adds up so quickly, especially on a hero with that huge critting ability. I think she should take down this Ancient stack, though. She does have the Cleave, of course, from the Magnus, who also skilled it up, specifically for this purpose, I think. Wave King is around, he's got his point into the Aura, so why not just take down the stack right now, you know? I think that's really the best call to make, because you're gonna get so much out of it. She might be waiting for the level 11, level 2 Coup de Grace, or something like that, but thing is, if you take it down now, you can already start stacking it again for later, so... I like ancient stacks, I'm sorry. It's like my favorite thing in the game. Oh, Magnus is gonna go for it. I don't think he can do this, no, he's just gonna try to stack it up once more. I don't even know if that's even possible at this point. No, you can't stack this. This is done. Oh, Centaur using his ultimate. Invoker taking a bunch of damage. Already got crit once. The second crit coming out. Casts himself a Sunstrike on the Centaur. Centaur gonna get picked off right here. So, nice kill. A 1-for-1 exchange. I don't think that worked out for them though. Invoker is actually the highest net worth in the game now. If you take a look at this. Yeah, he is definitely ahead. Quite a bit ahead of the Centaur too. It's actually interesting. Like you saw earlier how the Centaur was doing better than the Invoker. But, you know, Centaur just has a different priority. Centaur's priority is, okay, I'm gonna make sure that my team is doing well, that my Phantom Assassin gets farm. But Invoker's priority is, I'm gonna get money. And as a result, you can tell, Invoker stuck to his priority and now got like shitloads of money. Meantime, they're gonna take down this big ancient stack. Not even just with 2 heroes, but instead of the entire team. I don't think that's necessary. I really don't, but I guess they wanted to split up that farm a little bit more. Is something on the courier? Yes, we got the Mithril Hammer. For Host right here. So, it's gonna be pretty neat. And the tower taking a bunch of damage. It seems they're gonna commit to this. Oh man, look at this. All of these long range abilities. Invoker of course also got a bunch. Shadow Demon. He's got his poison. Reaver, he's got his bugs and his invisibility, which is kind of long range. You know, you can't just run in and get some damage in. The axes, the fisher. Pushing against the shit is really difficult. And by the way, Roshan. That's cute. Sneaking it in like that. That's cheeky, but I like it. I definitely do. And he's got this Necro Book. So that's always a very powerful item to have. The thing about Necro Book, of course, if you get it early enough, it's like you got a 6th hero on your team. It really is. It's just so incredible. You can't kill it. You don't like have any mana anymore. It gives everybody movement speed. It's just so powerful. No, we're not really gonna use the invisibility, but oh my god. Well, now that is just mean. But they're not really gonna be using the invisibility. Nonetheless, it's a nice item to have. Meantime, what's going on at the bottom? Nothing? Wait. No. Beaver went down. Yup. Yup. Poor guy. He's not really doing that much this game. Still hasn't got boots. Look at that! Look at that motherfucker! He's just like, nope, not buying boots. Yeah, peasants buy boots. I don't know, peasant. Chan? Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, they wanted him dead. The Fisher. The Echo Slam. Everything coming out. Crazy, poor Chen. Nothing he can do about that. But look at this. No boots. Get yourself boots, you fool. What you doing? What you doing? Yeah, I'm Weaver. I move at maximum anyway. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. You don't constantly move at maximum. And trust me, just having boots is gonna speed up your farming as well. But instead running around with a bottle. Actually, when 6.82 got released, right, I made a prediction that we're gonna see a lot of bottles, right? 3, maybe 4 every game. Let's count bottles. No bottle. 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 No bottle. No bottle. Okay, so 2 on Navi. Bottle. No bottle. No bottle. No bottle. And bottle. Okay, so it's just 2 on each side. Yeah, it's 4 bottles. But that's still a lot. Right? It's like twice as many as you saw previously. Oh, Magnus gonna get taken down. And the thing that's actually interesting to me is who has the bottles, right? It's the carries. The carries and the mid players. That's a little weird. Weaver gonna go onto the Chen right now, but there's no way he gets him. It's just not happening. Not without boots, man. I don't like that he doesn't have boots, man. I don't like that at all. He needs boots. You can't skip him forever. You really just can't. I mean, just get yourself brown boots at least. Like, do something. I don't know. Guess he doesn't want to get rid of one of his other items, but fuck the magic wand. You know, like, that's an item that's nice to have, but it's not required. Boots, however, I think are required. Well, on the other side, there are 2 heroes where I think it's okay, right? If you're not gonna buy boots, there are 2 heroes where I think it's acceptable. One being the Weaver, the other being the Lycan. But I still want boots, God. You need them. They are very, very powerful. They're just cost effective, honestly they are. Talking about boots, Beastmaster is like, dude, if I'm buying boots, they better be good ones. So he got himself the teleporting shenanigans. Of course, that's sweet because you can teleport to the bird. And with the bird vision, you kind of got an incredible ganking device. You just send the bird somewhere, he hides in the trees, they can't tell, or they don't know that he's there. You TP to the bird, you blink into the lane, stun him, easy kill. Especially with the global damage coming out from the Invoker. That's actually very, very powerful. Oh, he wanted to commit to this one, but nah. Not gonna get it, man. Not gonna get it. Weaver hiding in the jungle, and oh, he's gonna go down right here. Big roar onto the Wraith King, but that's like the least valuable target for that. Wraith King, still alive. Meantime, Earthshaker gonna get stunned up, and holy shit, exploded on the spot. Shadow Demon gonna try to TP out. He will be fine. Beastmaster gets stunned. And gonna get picked off as well. So that was not a good fight for Power Rangers at all. Sunstrike takes down the Centaur. Wait, I clicked on the wrong hero. Where's Centaur? Oh, that was well done then. Okay, beautiful. So it wasn't as horrible as it... God, really? Really now? This is worthless. God. Okay. But, you know, that fight was kind of horrible for Power Rangers. That Sunstrike, you know, it helps remedy it a little, but it's still pretty bad. God, man, that was such greed from the Weaver hiding in the trees. The thing is, you know, like, if this works out, that is really cool. Because he actually got, like, he's in a nice position to fight. To get something done. If it doesn't work out, this is what happens. So you want to avoid it. Wraith King, oh yeah, he's dead. Oh shit, okay. Doesn't stand a chance right there. What is he going for? Ring of Regen, Ring of Protection? Well, it could honestly be two things. Either Tranquils, which I think is unlikely considering he already got boots. Or it could also be a Vladimir's, which is really useful this game. So I'm betting it's a Vladimir's. As much as that seems weird because it's a Wraith King, it's still a good, you know, it's a good item to have. It's gonna help the Phantom Assassin a lot. And as you can tell, she's actually going exactly what I described earlier. With the Helm of the Dominator, the boots, the BKB. I would honestly not be surprised if we see a Basher next. You know, just go for the good old damage. And this is really the power of a Phantom Assassin. Come on, show me a crit. Ah, didn't get it. But just with these items, which is not that much, right? Like, she doesn't have a lot of items, but just with these, she already deals a ton of damage, simply based on the merits of her skill set. So, yeah, it's pretty powerful. And this is already stacked up nicely as well. So they're just gonna go in and probably take it down. Yeah. How much does a crit? Yeah, that's a 600 damage crit. Like, every time she crits, that's a Laguna Blade on a hero. And she doesn't have that much, right? She didn't go for a crazy damage item or anything like that. And in fact, she didn't have incredible farm at all. But that's really the cool thing about a Phantom Assassin. This is why I like that hero a lot. Why I think she's very powerful. Sometimes you don't do well, and it's perfectly fine. You don't need to. Why would you need to? You can wreck a team anyway. And get you money in the fights. Now, she's still squishy. And that's actually one of her biggest downsides, so she needs to be careful in those fights. Even though she got a BKB, there's a lot of physical damage coming out from Power Rangers. Invoker, of course, he got the Necromonicons. I think I saw a Medallion somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Shadow Demon got a Medallion. Forge Spirits, just regular right click from Invoker. There's actually just a lot of physical damage coming out from Invoker. Beastmaster, his axes are physical. We've got Earthshaker, I guess if he wants to go for the Enchant Totem. But actually the Echo Slam pierces spell immunity. It doesn't say so, but the first wave of the Echo Slam is actually superior. It pierces through spell immunity, I believe. They might have removed that. Not too sure about it, but you know, I think that's how it works. And the Weaver, of course, right-clicks people. He's got himself the Swarm. You know, there's gonna be a lot of physical damage coming out from him. I don't think this guy is going for boots this game. He's got 2k saved up. God! At least get yourself a Yasha. Come on, you're so slow. I can't stand this. Sorry. I can't handle it. Meantime. Ooh! Beastmaster's just getting destroyed. Holy hell. The poor little fellow didn't stand a chance. Does this actually speed up the... Needs all allies. So I'm guessing not creeps, but does this help with the Centaur Conquerors and shit like that? Sunstrike, just scouting if Roshan is there and if they want to go for it. But no. Still not alive. Gonna be dead for a little longer. I still haven't quite figured out how this thing works, I think, for this duration, but... couldn't tell you. Could really be anything, honestly. Phantom Assassin, that's the second time I've seen her use a BKB for barely any reason at all. And, oh, there we go with the Basher. Look at that! The predictions, man. The predictions. And you see this? She doesn't really have that much. She doesn't have any crazy items, but she hits really hard. 600 damage crit, and that's without the Magnus Cleave. Another Sunstrike, where was it? Still scouting for Roshan, maybe? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so cheeky. He's using the Shadow Poison to take down this Hellbrew Smasher. And now Chen noticed. He doesn't want it to die. Hand of Midas coming out. That's actually something that you gotta keep in mind about the Hand of Midas, right? You can use it on a Chen creeps. So if you really wanted to, in a big fight, you could just go in and Hand of Midas all of his creeps. Right, you buy a free Hand of Midas on your team and just kill all of his creeps. And what is he gonna do about it? Oh, Chen gets trapped. Yeah, he's done. There's just nothing. There's just no way he's getting away from this. Well, he is actually lasting for quite a while with all of the heals coming out. Nice RP on 2 heroes. Gonna get carried to the Phantom Assassin and take him down. Holy hell. Phantom going for the Weaver, bashes him up at the last second so he can't time-lapse. The poor little fellow. That has to be the worst feeling in the world. And now Shadow Demon. No skewer ready. But we got the dagger coming out and it's gonna slow him down. Just requires 1 or 2 hits from the Phantom Assassin to take him down. Triple kill for Hawust on the Phantom Assassin, and that's of course a huge swing in favor of Navi. God! Really? No! Just look at the heroes that are dead! We're just gonna ignore the fight recap. I'm just using it at the wrong times, I think. I'm just doing it wrong. Anyway, Roshan gonna go down right here. Sunstrike mostly to scout, but it's not like it actually matters. And let me be honest, that was a very optimistic Sunstrike. That Sunstrike was not there to do anything. That Sunstrike was just there for your team to be like, yes, they aren't doing Roshan. But that's not what happened, right? So, of course, only in case they aren't doing Roshan. I'm a little confused that we got that Aegis on the Wraith King. That's a little weird. So we do have the Vladimirs coming out. Now the thing about the Aegis on the Wraith King, Wraith King's resurrection isn't actually that great this game. It just won't do that much, since we do have Invoker. Invoker, of course, is great at burning mana just through being Invoker. You know, of course the EMP is gonna suck the Wraith King dry like it's nothing. But he's also got the Necromonicons. And those burn through mana really quickly, especially if he goes ahead and applies Alacrity to them. Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. So I think what they are just trying to do is, okay, you know what, Wraith King, you're probably gonna die in those fights and you're not going to have your ultimate. So fuck it, we still want you to do Wraith King things though. So you just go in, right, you just pop some people with your stuns and shit, and you're gonna get the edges. Just so you don't have to risk dying and we can keep the gem on you. So I think that's a nice idea. But then on the other side you could still just slap it on the Phantom Assassin and have like basically the game in the bag. Because this hero's going bonkers right now. She got herself the big basher, crits for 1300. On the 50% cleave, of course. Right? We do have the Empower going on. Which that is just silly now. So, I'm a little worried for Power Rangers at the moment. Phantom Assassin is getting entirely out of hand. And she obviously carries harder than Invoker does. That's just, I don't think there's anybody that's gonna question that. Invoker is still a very useful hero in the late game, but mostly because of his utility. And, you know, he does have a good amount of teamfight potential. But let's be honest, Phantom Assassin just straight up hits harder. And that's kind of what Power Rangers needs. Right? They need somebody that can hit as hard as she does, else they won't be able to make up for this. They won't be able to make up for it. And Invoker isn't that hero. Just isn't. Alacrity coming out on the little Necromonicon warrior. Just a little bit of a side note. Necromonicon warrior is actually the fastest attacking unit in the game. I think it's got a base attack time of 0.9, which is even higher than the Alchemist's ultimate, which is a base attack time of 1. Oh, Invoker! Ooh, that was close as all hell. Holy shit. Okay. Well, Weaver got picked off, but so did the Centaur. I wonder if that was actually worth it. It's not like that was really a trade, you know, those were like 2 independent kills, but you always gotta take a look at the big picture. Who's worth more? No, the Weaver, obviously, because he's farming. I think this is really the issue here. That the Weaver isn't doing that much this game. God, just get yourself boots, man. About to pick up an MKB. MKB, of course, is a great choice. Like, first of all, it's good on Weaver. It's just good in general. You want proc-based items because Gemini attack means you attack twice. So, that works pretty well. Right, you got the chance for the 100 damage mini stun quite often. It's pretty neat. Right, very powerful item just based on that. Also, Phantom Assassin. You know? Kind of need the true strike. Kind of do. So I do like it. I do think it's gonna be very useful. I still wish he had brown boots though. Just brown boots! Come on, do it! I hate these people. Like, they always think they're better, right? It's just like, nah man, brown boots, I don't need those. I would just sit here and smoke my cigar while I'm playing, don't I, in my suit. It's just like, God, no. Just buy boots. You need boots. Oh man. And the thing is, right, like, it would be fine if he was doing well. He isn't doing well, though. Like, if you're doing something... Okay, let me go ahead and explain the rules of unconventional shit to you. If you're doing something unconventional, and it's working, you found the next level strategy. If you're doing something unconventional and you're not doing well, then you're just being horrible to your team. Oh, Dende, looking for the RP. Yep, gonna use it on the Evoker right here. Even using the BKB just to take him down, and he will get taken down. Easy pickoff. And, well, what is she going for right here? Ultimate Orb. Probably gonna be a Skadi, I guess. Could also be a Manta Star, though she would have that. Oh, just bought something. Lincolns. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So to counter the Roar, I assume. It's actually a pretty neat choice, because they do not have any other BKB piercing ability, right? They just don't. So, if she BKBs up, with the Lincolns on top of that, she will be absolutely immune to Roar. And that's honestly your biggest issue. It just is, you know, like, Roar is pretty powerful. And this takes away that possibility. So, I do like it. And again, she doesn't really need any more damage. Because she crits for like 1300. So why? Why even worry about that, right? Just go for it. So she will have the ability to basically go in as she wants, right? Doesn't need to worry about anything. That is scary. That is very scary. I don't know if Power Rangers can deal with that at all. They do have a Heaven's Halberd, but I don't believe you can actually cast that on a BKB target. Like, that is the problem, right? It's not about, like, does this affect her for spell immunity? Well, they got quite a few things that do. But you need a single target ability that cancels the Lincolns through the BKB. And they don't have any of that. They have none. So the BKB Lincolns, she's gonna be fine. There's no way Roar will hit her. So Beastmaster knows that that is going on. And he knows he needs to war somebody else. He just can't war her. And that is so fucking scary. I am not really sure what they can do about it. Now Viva actually got himself his MKB now. God, this cheeky motherfucker. No, really, that's how it goes, right? Like, if you're winning with this shit, then you're doing well. Great, you found the new strategy. Try it again, does it still work? If it doesn't, then you're a fraud. If it works, shit man, try it again, right? And do that a few times, and if it still works, then you found something cool. Then you're a good guy. If you do something like this though, and it doesn't work out for you, then you're just throwing, man. You're just throwing. Urshak is hiding, they know he's here though. They absolutely know. Oh, actually, Echo Slam, come on! Oh. Well, I guess there were no, you know, no allies around. And would have gotten some damage in there. Actually, no, not using that. That Echo Slam was probably the smarter play. Mocha just trying to backdoor this. He's pretty efficient at doing so. Of course, like, as I already mentioned, Alacrity on the Necromonicon Warriors is actually kind of silly. Because they do attack so quickly. They do attack very, very quickly, and the bonus damage comes in super handy. What is that? Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I get it. I wonder what would have happened if he actually trapped the Centaur instead of the Invoker. Because, does the chance teleport override? Override the disruption? Or does the disruption override the chance teleport? Because that could have been horrible if the second thing is true. I don't know. Roshan getting damaged. I think they're actually going to be able to get this. Mostly because nobody's around. Like, these guys, I'm not sure that they... No, they don't know. I don't think they have any clue. No. They're not even going into this direction. They have no idea. So that's gonna be an Aegis on the Viva and a cheese on the Invoker. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. You know, Viva's gonna benefit a lot from having that Aegis. So. He's also super squishy, man. This guy got no HP at all. Yeah, the BKB is nice, but Phantom Assassin can literally one-shot him, so... you know, that's a bit of a problem. And they're gonna try to break high ground right now. Yeah, seems like Na'Vi had enough of this bullshit. Ooh. Taking a bunch of damage at the moment. You gotta keep him... Oh my god, did he use the roar? He used the roar on the Lincolns. They didn't know. No, they must have. She had... Oh my god! That was the worst fucking play. Invoker goes down. Shadow Demon goes down. Both buy back. Viva goes down. He had the edges, of course. So that's still 3 heroes alive for Power Rangers. But freaking Beastmaster just threw this so bad. Look, you don't need to ward the Phantom Assassin. Oh my god. Shadow Demon gets one-shotted by her. And these barracks are dead. There's nothing they can do. Nothing. EMP. Yeah, it's gonna burn some mana, but that's not really gonna stop them. You need to actually damage them. And not only that, you need to be some threat, right? You need to threaten to kill. But they don't have that threat going on right now. God, that one misplay from the Beastmaster really just cost them the game. I'm not saying that it's over, but... God, this is gonna be so difficult to come back from. Phonic. Trying to get away, but it's not gonna happen. Oh, maybe it will. Seems Weaver doesn't want to commit to any of this. I really think he could actually get this kill, but... Oh, okay. I guess he doesn't want to go for it. And Chen, he got himself the Aghanim's effect. That's pretty cute. That is definitely pretty cute. Okay, so we're gonna have the resurrections done in a few seconds. And Viva goes down. Buddy. Buddy. Well, does he have buyback? He does definitely have it. I wonder if it's ready though. Yes, he needs to buy back. He needs to buy back now. RP on the dog. Viva, of course, buying back, but these barracks are already pretty low. Phantom Assassin, the Lincolns is proc. This is where we go with the roar. She's taking a bunch of damage, but at this point, she's very tanky. Disruption on somebody. Viva, actually, is gonna time-lapse this. Phantom Assassin still taking a lot of damage, but she is so fucking tanky. Finally goes down. So that's the biggest hero down for the Radiant side. Goblock, not going to be able to TP out. That deafening blast connects at the last second. Actually, Invoker doesn't have enough mana. He can't do that much right now. He's gonna just hit him, I suppose. And yes, that's gonna be enough. Meantime, Centaur is still getting chased down by the Beastmaster. And yeah, he's gonna be fine as well. So that wasn't actually too bad. God, why do I even bother? But that wasn't actually too bad for Na'Vi. I think they only lost the Phantom Assassin and the Chen. And I even think that the Chen could have gotten away right there. He just got so greedy. Like, I think he was very much in the mindset, okay, I'm dead. So let's just get a few more hits in. Right? If I'm gonna die, I might as well distract them and deal as much damage as I can. But he wasn't dead. Like, the only hero actually chasing him down was the Invoker. And Invoker didn't have mana anymore. Invoker couldn't have done anything. So, I think that was actually a bit of a misplay coming out from him, but you always gotta keep the intentions in mind, like what was he going for, and I think what he was going for actually worked out rather well. Like, I think that was a good idea. It just, wasn't the right idea, you know. But nonetheless, Nivea now finally got himself some HP, which I do think is necessary, but I wonder if it's gonna be enough. I really wonder if that's going to be enough. God, just get yourself boots, for fuck's sake. Meantime, Phonic gonna get taken down right here. So that's a pretty big pickup. Not so much for the kill, you know, like in of itself, but it gives them a decent amount of gold and experience. That's not really the biggest of deals. What matters though is the delay in fighting power for the Radiant, right? They cannot really engage at the moment. They don't want to go in without the Centaur. Even if he comes... No, actually he's gonna have to ultimate when he comes back, but... You know, they don't want to really fight without the Centaur being there. He can't buy back. So they're just kind of stuck in a 4 versus 5 engagement. And I guess if Power Rangers wants to go for it now, that's fine. It's still risky, but it seems they're not going to commit. Yeah, they're just going to fall back and defend their barracks instead. These range barracks are about to die. Problem with range barracks is they don't actually regenerate HP. Melee barracks do. My range barracks down. So they just kind of, you know, these are gonna die eventually. That's just gonna happen. And I guess eventually is probably the next fight. Oh man. Now Shaka desperately trying to get to level 16. That's a nice upgrade to have. So, yeah, why not? He's actually gonna take that double damage. Phantom Assassin catches him. She now got a Skadi. He's definitely going down. Wow. Look at the money on this fucker. What is his net worth at? 30,000. Yeah, he is about 6 slotted. No, this is actually pretty much 6 slotted. The only thing he can get rid of at this point is the power threats. You know, trade him for some TP boots, but it's not really that big of a deal, honestly. He doesn't need the movement speed. He's got the slow from the Skadi. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. The thing is, I just don't see how they can kill him, right? He's so tanky. He's got BKB, he's got 3600 HP. Like, what do you do about that? How do you take that down? And with the cleave from the bonus damage from the Empower, holy shit, man. She is so scary. 2k crit, 3700 HP, magic immunity, Lincolns. What do you do about this? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Chen also coming in with his with his ancient creeps. That's pretty interesting. And the top barracks are dead. Beastmaster, he's looking for a roar. And oh my god, he's dead. Beastmaster, no, actually gets disrupted up, so he's gonna be fine for a little bit. But Centaur will take him down in the end. That's one dead already. Can he buy back? Probably not. No. There are no buybacks on the die. So anybody that dies, that's gonna be the last of their deaths. These barracks are going down. I don't think they're gonna even try to defend anything up here. Instead, they're just hoping to make sure they don't get mega creeps going. What are they doing? Sending the Phantom Assassin back? Okay, it appears that's okay. You know what? If they are fine with this much, I think they could have maybe gone for the bottom creeps as well, but I guess they didn't want to. Yeah, this is playing it safe. Like, this is playing it very safe and almost unnecessarily so. It's just, whatever. You know, you're gonna be fine anyway. Why worry? Well, I guess that's fine. You see, this right here is really what I think is the beauty about Phantom Assassin, though. I mentioned it a few times this game. You can really tell, right? Even if you take a look at this item set, she got 1 damage item, being the Abyssal Blade, and she one-shots heroes. That is the scary thing about this character. She just deals so much damage. Even without anything that gives her a lot of damage. She just doesn't need that. All she needs is something, right? You can't just slap any item on her. Oh, Hex coming out, Roar. Oh, there we go. They're trying to burst it down so bad, but Magnus coming in, catches the Earthshaker. RP on nothing yet again. Dandy gonna try once more. Refreshes RP on the Dirty Ra. Nice disruption from the Shadow Demon. I wonder if that's gonna be enough to keep him alive. Oh, there's the Phantom Assassin up in the air. And she will go for this Invoker. He is up using the cheese, but oh my god. Just 1 crit cuts him down. 2/3 of his HP gone. And it's only the Weaver. Nice job guessing where he's gonna go, but it's still not enough. Like, Weaver is really quick. Nonetheless, there's just nothing for them in this fight anymore. Sunstrike on somebody. That was a little weird. Gem on the ground. Somebody should probably get that one. Though I wonder if they even give a shit about gems anymore. Bottom tower, now getting pressured. EMP tornado, gonna burn through some mana, but you know, she's okay. Doesn't really matter that much. No Empower going on right now, which is a bit of a shame, but it doesn't really matter that much. Oh my god, Invoker already almost dead. Uses the Shiva Scout he bought specifically to try to survive against her, but it's just not good enough. Centaur gets a triple stun. Phantom Assassin going back in. Where is she? Completely lost track of her, just cutting fools down left and right. One shot on the Earthshaker. And the bottom barracks are basically done. Game over, 4 heroes dead. It's only her against this poor Beastmaster at the moment. 1 crit, 2 crits, done. And that's the game. So Na'Vi takes this game. I don't know which round or whatever the hell it is, but Na'Vi takes this game over Power Rangers with a very dominating performance coming out from Host on that Phantom Assassin, which I think is quite nice. Like, he played really well. Now, let me be completely honest. I blame 90% of this game on the Beastmaster. I think he made a huge misplay in that mid push. And I do believe that that misplay was actually a big factor of why they lost this game. So, sorry, Pink, whatever the hell that name is. Yeah, that wasn't great. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna try to take any credit away from Na'Vi. They played this incredibly well. And, yeah, it was quite a fun watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As per usual, leave me feedback because I'm still trying to become good at this. I think I'm figuring out my style, but I'm not sure if it's in any way entertaining, so, you know, there's always that. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.